All right. So we're going to record it. We're going to record it. Social media 101. This is going to be the Bible for how we run the play because social media is how we leverage activity. Okay. You got to remember, guys, your social media, your Facebook, your all of it, Instagram, TikTok, Snap, whatever you use, that is essentially your digital business card, right? Especially from a Facebook side, because people look at your Facebook and they're sort of instantly judging based on what they see and what they are sort of like understanding about you and what they think that you can do for them based on what that snap judgment looks like based on a cover photo, a profile photo. They're going, is this person really the person that can take me where I need to go, where I want to go? Right? So with that sort of mental framework in place, do me a favor. Go look at your Facebook right now. Go scan your social media, scan your posts, look at what you're posting, right? And and look at it from a very objective point of view and go, would I trust me with my money? Would I trust me to get me to that next level? Would I trust me to coach myself if I was purely judging it off of content and a picture? Think about it. Those are snap judgments that we make in society today, right? This is the like length of most people's attention span. That's it, right? So if something ain't catching it, they're not stopping. Or if they see it and they stop, are they stopping for the right reason? And so we're constantly thinking about, are we curating an image that we want people to latch onto? Right? And so for those of you that don't know, right, I have a partner in crime tonight. So so check it out. Not only did I ask Kasey if she would share her slides, right, for the training, she said, "I'll do you one better, coach. I'll just show up and I'll just crash your party." And I said, "Well, for anybody else, I'd probably tell them like beat it, but Kasey's an original." Right. So for those of you that don't know, you just saw her on the video, right? Kasey's a $50,000 watch earner. She's a senior regional leader. She was our replacement back to Andy and Brittany when we went regional vice president. Yeah, she's Atlas OG, right? So she's back. She's back. She runs the Titans, right? So that's her team. She's the Red Line Titans. And so we're sort of going to tag team this tonight. I'm going to go live off of a Facebook feed and sort of show you why I wanted to hit this so hard tonight. And then I'm going to give Kasey the reins, and she's going to run through her slideshow that we just did the other night. But remember, the purpose for this, all when it comes to social media, guys, is leveraging the Facebook algorithm, leveraging the social media algorithm against itself. And some of the things that I'm going to ask you to do when you're like curating content is not going to feel natural. I promise you, it will not feel natural, especially if you come from a background like I have, right? Former military, special operations. Like social media was not part of my bag. Like I'll be 100% honest. Like for the first probably 2.5 years in the business, Melissa's social media is what carried us because I didn't do hardly anything, right? So this has been a learned skill for me. I did not just like grow up knowing how to do all of this. And so that's really where I want to kind of walk through this tonight. And then I'm going to give it to Kasey and then like listen, it's just us, right? So we'll stay on and we will answer questions. I don't want anyone leaving tonight at all with any question, period, about anything that we do from a social media standpoint, nor why do we do it. Okay, so that's really the goal. So Kasey, give me like 6, 7 minutes, girl, and then I'm gonna give you the reins, and you are gonna crush this thing because you crushed it the other night. But for some reason, I don't know where that recording went, and I don't know what happened to where the live stream recording went. Maybe it'll come back, but we're gonna have our own. So God bless. All right. So guys, here we go. Facebook. Everything that we do right now is from social media. It's pervasive. It's free. It's everywhere, right? And every time I want you guys, every time you're posting something, I want you to think about what is this doing to my algorithm, right? What is this doing to my algorithm? What is this doing to my followers? And if you're thinking to yourself, well, no, I got like 8 friends. Perfect. Then you need this more than anybody, right? So here we go, right? And what really sort of made me decide to do this tonight was last night, Haley Harris, right? She had a new post up. Her husband made a post for her, which is amazing. And this is going to serve multiple purposes, right? So one, somebody put in the Zoom chat right now, do me a favor. How many friends does Haley have in on her Facebook? Can anybody tell me? I've got my little glow stick right next to it, right? 332. Okay. Now, think about 332 from a starting point, right? Your social media feed gets in front of somewhere between 5 and 8% of your total market on any given day, right? So if we know that we know only 8% roughly at a max is going to see something that she posts, that's roughly 24 and some percentages of a person. So if I know Haley is posting something and only 24 people are going to see it, you should probably assume that of the 24 that see it, maybe a third of them will actually engage. So that's 8, right? So somebody stay with me on this because my math is usually pretty good, right? So Haley's original post was back in May. So 2 months and change ago, right? 14 comments and 5 shares. Well, 14 comments, one was me, two was me, three was Haley, her trainer, four was Angel, her recruiter, five was Angel, her recruiter, six was Haley herself, one was from somebody maybe saying ni hao, right? Like, we can't help this guy. But you know what we should have done? Hearted it and replied to it saying, hey, US based only, watch this. Every comment is a comment. Thank you so much, right, for reaching out. Must be US based, 18 plus with a clean background. Now, be honest, in the Zoom chat, does anybody think that I'm trying to recruit Ni Hao Kai Lan? Absolutely not. What am I doing? I'm messing with the algorithm, right? I'm also really not going to ask Senor Ni Hao to like share this for me because I don't want him to, right? Because it's just going to go into the rest of that market that I don't want. But what did this do? It bumped the post, it bumped the algorithm, right? And so, how many did we count that were comments from people that were already in the business? One, two, three, 4, 5. Okay, so there were 14 to start. That means 9 people commented. What did I say? About 8, right? Guys, my math is usually spot on. But here's some things that are missing. I don't care who comments. Everybody gets a heart. It's got more algorithm juice than a thumb. I don't know why. Ask Facebook. It just does. Everybody also that comments gets a reply no matter what. Because every comment that gets a reply becomes a new genuine connection in the feed, and the algorithm says, oh, there's a genuine connection there. Let's push this in front of more people. More people should see this because there's good stuff happening here. Guys, the algorithm is the algorithm. I don't care if it's one friend that you've got or 1 million followers. The algorithm is the algorithm. So look, so excited to have you join us. There should have been a reply on this from Haley Harris saying, thank you, girl. I'm so excited, right? What's next for you? How are the kids? End with a question. There's another rule that most of us are not following, right? Look, this one did it for you. What is it? Haley, great job, right? Hey, can I PM you the information? Yes. When most people ask questions, guys, what do people do? When someone asks you a question, Julia, do you respond or do you just like sit there like a mute and just go like, I'm meditating, man. Don't talk to me. I'm not gonna answer that. You answer, you reply. But if there's no question, is someone prompted to reply? Nope, they sure ain't, right? They sure aren't. So that wasn't even the post that I was looking for. Her husband made a post. Here it is. Here it is, right? So Jeff made a post. This is Haley's husband, tagged her, did all the same stuff, right? Look at this. This was last night. That other post was what, 10 weeks old? And this was last night. And it almost has the same amount of engagement and the same amount of comments. Three less shares and only three less comments. Watch this. This is what got me my juices flowing to do this tonight, right? So I went in here. Hey, so proud of you for getting licensed. Hey, everyone, I own this financial advisory firm. I'm always going to go in and comment on your stuff. Think about it. Should you or should you not always tag me and your trainer? Give me an opportunity to engage with your post. I'm not going to go in and hijack the thing. I don't care, but I want to help you. Plus, if somebody's got a verified check mark on their thing, does it lend credibility to your post? I would argue yes, right? I would argue yes. Now, let's check it out, right? Me, perfect. Holly, I will send you a private message. This is the one that got my butt burning. Haley, you've been around for almost 3 months, girl. Rule number one, heart. Rule number two, ask question, right? Now, ironically, she broke the mold. She replied to you even though you didn't ask a question, right? So what should have happened here is a bunch more hearts, right? You should have been thanking Bobby, right? Thank you so much, right? If Bobby's tagging somebody or meant to come in here and tag somebody, do you think she's a helper? Is she got a yellow personality? Most likely, she's a helper. Watch this, right? Can you share this? You might know somebody looking. Don't put typos on there. Even if you do and you go too fast, nobody reads anyway. It's another comment, right? It's another comment. Heart, heart. Guys, does it seem tedious? Does it seem repetitive? Yeah, I don't care. Do it anyway, right? Check this out. Somebody said me, when I came in, there was already a heart on the comment, and I saw it, and I said, well, she already hearted it. Maybe the message was already sent. I don't care. What did I do? I went in and asked a question. I took a screenshot and I sent it to Haley and her trainer, by the way, because I wanted her trainer to see what I was teaching the new agent, because it's engagement and it's leadership training along with training the new agent. And I circled it with a highlighter and she goes, yep, I already got him in the chat. And I said, perfect, great job. We need to continue asking questions, right? So, and this was the one right here. So somebody tagged somebody else. Guys, anytime someone tags someone else, don't just go in and message this person, right? Ask that person up here to put them in a message with you, because there's also a chance that you may not be friends with that person. And if you message them directly, it's going to go into the ether and in the abyss. It's going to go into that dreaded message request folder and no one's ever going to see it. Okay. So here's the other thing, Haley, right? You already sent her a message. You were already on top of it. And I'm super grateful for that because you were doing a good job. But it's these little tiny things, little tiny things. The littlest things will keep that cake from rising, right? You put in the wrong amount of baking soda or baking powder in a friggin' cake recipe or a cookie recipe or whatever, it is going to flat. But you start doing the right things, all of the right things. And now all of a sudden you're going to get this huge explosion. Exactly. Or forget it, right? Or forget it. She got tagged and Haley had already sent her a message. She was so excited about somebody getting tagged that she didn't follow the recipe. Guys, if we don't follow the recipe, are you going to get grandma's cookies, right? No. And if you've got grandma's favorite cookie recipe, you should not be changing that. Am I right? Don't you dare. Grandma would be rolling over right now if she knew you were changing her recipe. Don't you dare. Right? So here's the other thing, and this is one of the last things. Look how much different the reactions and the comments were from a fresh post from someone making a post for you versus just sharing the post. Now, shares are better than nothing, but getting someone to make a fresh post for you and tagging you is like the end all be all because you're getting pure exposure in a new market. Okay. I'm gonna touch on one more thing when I'm here, and then I'm gonna give it to Kasey. When you get those shares, guys, all right. So Billy Free, love him, shared it, right? But here's the problem. Here's part of the problem, right? Can I comment? If I can't comment, most of the rest of the world can't either. And so when someone makes a share for you, I need you to go inspect your own thing and see what's happening because you might even be able to comment on it because y'all are friends, right? Or somebody who's not even a friend shared it for you, but they shared it to friends only. Maybe you're not a friend and you can't comment either. So the odds are that this share, although grateful, is not public, right? And also, you need to come in here and heart this, comment on it, let everyone that's seeing it know that you're a real person, and then make sure you're saving it to one of your folders that you can go back and track on. Guys, if you listen to this and you follow the rules of the social media stuff, you will be so far ahead because what it'll actually do is it will like the recipe will just start creating this explosion of momentum, right? The first day or two, it may not take off. But as you keep working this and as you keep working for shares and new posts from people, it's going to explode, right? It's going to explode. So Kasey, girl, I want you to run through this. And well, actually, you know what? I want to see, like before I knew that you were coming, I actually went and did something which I think is kind of cool because I didn't want anyone to think that I made your slideshow, right? So I actually went in and I put at the top, right? I copyrighted it for you and I put because I'm like, I mean, let's be honest, right? The graphics on here, people know I did not make this. Like, let's be real.
I love that so much. Oh my gosh.
I didn't know you were coming, girl, so I wanted you to get the credit. So
Well, it's so funny, guys. The reason that we rated two was because, before Sunday night, we really haven't had a really good social media training in a while, and we needed it. So I'm really grateful that we had it Sunday night. But Noel, real quick, can you show people where to find the other folders really quick? That was my only other thing. Can you show them where to find those other messages? You're unmuted. And Noah, give me 1 second.
yeah. So right now, it's honestly easier from my phone. Let's see. Oh, here you go. So from the desktop, right? And guys, you should be checking this stuff on your own too, right? So these are all the messages that you have from people that are friends of yours. But if you click these three dots up here, you can come down and look at message requests. Okay. Message requests will show you people that have messaged you that are not a friend of yours, and it goes into like a potential spam folder. And then there's other ones in there too. Let's just see what's going on. Oh, nothing, right? So people you may know, so it even like filters them even more. And then there's like spam folders, which is always like I'm constantly clearing that thing out, right? But honestly, the ones where it says you may know, I have people show up in there all the time because what will end up happening is people will make a post and then they will see that person's post and I'm tagged in it or I comment as the brokerage owner or something. And then people will end up messaging me directly, but never go comment, right? Trace, I mean, I think Kasey has a teaching point on that as well. But what you need to do when somebody does that is reply to them, thank them, and say, hey, can you do me a favor? I'm so busy. Please go comment on that post so I don't lose track of you. Can you do that really quick? Guys, if they want your help or they're interested in the information that you have and you ask them to do something minor, like go make a comment on a post, do you think they're going to do it? And also, the other side of that coin is if they are essentially like inquiring about a position and they can't follow a simple instruction of commenting on a post, do you really want to deal with that person anyway? I don't. I'm just saying. All right, Casey's back. I'm gonna get the hell out of the way.
You're good. Sorry. I have been sick. Our whole household is sick today, so don't bear with me and our plus one, my plus one's here. But yeah, guys, social media huge, right? Every single person is here because of a Facebook post. Yes or yes. Super honest, right? In the chat. If you are not here because of Facebook posts, right? Like that is rare. But it's obviously word of mouth still, right? Because maybe you're here because your sister's part of the team, your brother, right? Or your best friend. That's about the only thing, right? Making sure you master these is gold. I mean, I don't know about you guys. I don't plan on going 100% to church every single Sunday going, hey, you looking for extra money? Are you looking for, or do you keep your options open, right? Not that I'm above it, but right? Why not? Social media is so much organically easier and it's so smooth because then people come to you. Okay. So, biggest thing that you can leverage. Okay. But, remembering the three P's, making sure you're leading from the front with these three P's so that your team then is able to do it. Pinning your picture, pinning your post, right? We only make one opportunity post. This is where I struggle with the most, right? And I'm so grateful because I know there were people that I was selfishly so excited last Sunday that were on directly from the Titans because they are the habitual poster of, hey, I'm hiring. Hey, I've got this opportunity. Hey, do you want to work with me? Right? You guys have all seen them, right? Right? Everybody has them. Maybe you were that person for a second, right? Until we all roped you in real quick, right? Make one post. All right. Right now, I don't even have a Facebook post up and going. Okay. Because I have so many running and going on the outside. I don't even have one up. Okay, that is, and then guess what? It'll reappear here once things start to slow down if the pipeline needs to get built again. Simple. You have one post, right? Making sure there's a picture, making sure it's public every single time. If you do not have a picture with it, people are just going to scroll past it. I know, I don't know about you guys, right? But like, I'm not sitting there reading a mile long, bit of information if I don't have a cute little picture to go with it, right? Of the kids, grandkids, yourself, right? You're gone. Yep. Your attention span's like, all right, keep scrolling, right? You're going to stop because of that picture. You have to have a picture, but you've got to make sure that it's actually a professional picture. Okay. So we all know these basics, but it's nice to have this refresher and making sure that if you've been here, for a couple years, like myself, right? Like that you're still following this, that we're not getting lazy on this, that it's pinned, it's public. This three little dots in the top corner of your posts literally have everything you need. Everything, whether it's saving the post, whether it's pinning the post, whether it's editing it so you can update your picture in there. Okay. I ran off of this direct post for a long time, and it's still public. Honestly, it's way, way, way hidden from the April of 2023. Okay, because every once in a while I can go back to it and I can go, "Hey, were you still keeping your options open?" Question mark, question mark. And all of a sudden, guess what? It's reboosted for everybody to see. Okay, but making sure that you save these, never delete them, save them. Okay. You're to heart everything with a comment. Noah was just talking about this, right? Noah was my trainer and he's commented right on here. So cool. Can you send me some info? Right? Helped me boost it with a question mark. And then you can't see it here, right? But I commented in there with the question. Yeah, great. Can I send you some info? Is it okay if I private message you? Question mark, question mark. Every single time there's question marks. I joke about it, but I truly mean it. But I was never an English person. I hated English class, like just loathed it, right? But my punctuation has always been on point. Okay, so make your English teachers proud and make sure that you're using those question marks. It is a game changer. As silly as a question mark does, the amount that it is able to boost your Facebook post is unreal,
Casey,
guys.
let me cover something really quick.
Yep, yep.
Something people always ask me, or people actually tell me when I say, "Hey, why didn't you ask a question?" or I send them something, they go say, "Well, they already said, can you send me some info?" And I say, "Perfect. I love it." And so you're going to send them some info. So reply to the comment and say, "Hey, I messaged you. Did you see it?
Mm-hmm.
I sent you a DM. Let me know when you got it." I don't care what you say. And if you're changing it up constantly, guess what? You don't look like a freaking robot.
Spammer.
You don't look like a spammer, right? You look like a real person replying to something, which you are. So
Exactly.
always, always with a question, no matter what.
Yeah. Because it can be, hey, what's going on for the weekend, right? If you have somebody, right, how many people, especially, when I have my kids on here, right? When you post a picture and your kids are on there, you're gonna have people that come and go, oh my gosh, the kids are getting so big, right? Like, be still take advantage of it. Say, oh my gosh, thanks so much. I know it's crazy, right? Question mark, right? Hope you and the family are doing amazing. Any plans for the weekend? Question mark, right? Like, be a real person, talk, but ask a question, right? Continue on that educate or that continue on that conversation so that people are going to continue to engage with you. They're also going to realize you're real. You're not that robot. You're not a spammer. So, making sure that you're doing that, as silly as that sounds, it is tedious. It is, like Noah was talking about earlier. It's so tedious. It's old. You're probably like, oh, I didn't ask this question this time. Don't do it. Don't waste that opportunity to have a question on there and to boost that. Okay. So making sure that these rules and standards are something that Noah created and kind of put together when I first started into this neat little package. And it's still to this day what I use. The only thing I've tweaked is I've added the choose a professional appropriate picture, because as silly as it sounds, right? How many of you guys are running other people's posts? Anybody helping train others? Okay. It falls on you to make sure that this is appropriate. Okay. It falls on me to make sure, because Hope, I want you to be successful. Is that okay if I want to see you win? Right? Absolutely. Right. This is a business, a company that literally wants to see you succeed so much they incentivize us to literally make you be successful, to be able to say, hey girl, can I just give you the best coaching? Can I help you with all things, right? Hope. Great. Awesome. Listen, can we just tweak this picture a little bit? If you're open to the coaching, guys, we will never ask you to do something that we don't currently do. Okay. That we weren't taught right from the beginning, that we didn't find successful. Okay. So making sure pictures are clean, appropriate, not a ton of filters, right? All of that, because you're representing a financial brokerage. You're representing a company, and what your vibe attracts what is it? Y'all know it. No, it just muted it, or my word, or goodness, I can't even talk. Can you tell my sick brain is shouting it from the other side, mouthed it. Thank you. See, whew, sick brain, guys, but that's okay, because we're gonna chug through, because this is so important that I am so grateful that you all, 31 of you, right? 30 of you are here tonight. But making sure that these other couple things you're following, making sure you're tagging your trainer, making sure you're hearting every comment. Again, so tedious, but so necessary, right? Making sure you have that question in there, setting up a three-way chat. There are so many times where, especially right at the beginning, right, before orientation, things like that get going in, your trainer's going to get in there, they're going to send those messages over to the people that are commenting. But guys, sometimes they get lost in those other folders because we're not friends with that person, or won't let us friend that person, right? So making sure, if you have 2 seconds to say, hey, Angela, I'm going to put you in a group message with Noah, and he's going to get you all the information since I'm pretty new, right? Go and do that, because then I can guaranteed see that message, right? Noah can guaranteed see that Angela's interested, and we're going to make sure that everybody sees it and gets the information that we're looking for. Okay, it's just so much smoother of a process. It's a warm introduction, right? All of those things, right? But it's just going to guarantee that somebody gets that information immediately. Okay, and asking for shares. Please, for the love of God, do not share your own post. It does nothing for the algorithm. Okay. I know sometimes you get anxious, right? You're like, please come and help me share this post. It needs to be a private thing. It needs to be hey, Bernardo, would you be willing to share my Facebook post? I didn't know if you saw I started working with the new financial office. Super excited. We're expanding and growing. Would you share it? Maybe you know somebody who's also looking to work from home or get into the financial industry, right? Perfect. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. It's pinned to the top of my page, so you can find it, no problem. Right? Making sure that you're asking for those shares. We should be reaching 20 share minimums every single time. Organically, it will just start happening, and you're going to go, holy cow, how did I get to 50 shares on this thing? Okay. But because the more people that share it, the more others say, oh, there's only 30 shares on this thing, I might as well just go share it for somebody too, right? It's just going to be something that you don't even have to ask for. So start working on those shares, get the people that can validate that they know who you are, have them post that, hey, my girl, this is my sister-in-law, Angela, this is my best friend, Trey Lynn, reach out to her if you're interested, right? Like, if you're able to have that validation and get that credit that you're a real person and this is real, you're going to have even more people comment. Okay. but that's sharing. That's not creating a new post. Making sure you're tagging that trainer. Like this is so important. I had to make sure I put it in there twice, right? Because I can't tell you how many posts all of a sudden I'm scrolling on Facebook and I'm like, oh, wait a second. Where did this post come from? Who's running this? There's nobody tagged. I don't know who you are, all the things, right? And so then I'm jumping in, making sure that that first information, little, chunk of information is on there, right? And swooping in there to try to save it, right? Because there's so many times, I mean, I know Noah's seen it where all of a sudden you're like, there's 20 comments on this post and nobody's tagged and nobody's been commented to, and this thing is could be so amazing, but it's hot dumpster fire right now and we've got to fix it right immediately, right? You go into survival mode of that Facebook post. So making sure they're tagged so that they can help you, that you're just being honest and open and saying, hey, I'm brand new, I don't know all the information yet, let me connect you to my trainer who does. Okay. And hear my heart, I am not running interviews in Facebook Messenger. Yes or yes, guys. Okay. You are going to have the people that ask you a billion questions that are going to come at you going, hey, well, how much is the pay? And how many hours do I have to work? And can this be, something I work with after, at night when I get home, right? From my 9 to 5, right? How many questions do you get sometimes? Great question. Okay. Let's set up an interview and we're going to go over all of those things. Here's my calendar link. Okay. I do not run interviews over Facebook Messenger, and you shouldn't be either. Okay. I tell everybody, if you're willing to sit down with me for a one-on-one interview and be able to, let me show you who we are, what we're doing, what we have to provide and offer, then from there we'll decide if that's a good fit for each other. Okay. Not over Facebook Messenger, because I guarantee you every single time those people never schedule an interview with you. And then you just sat there and wasted your time answering every single question. And then they do think even more that you're a scam because they haven't sat down and they haven't learned about you. Okay. And they're going off of their own fear, their own initial walls up, right? It sounds too good to be true. It must be too good to be true. See you later. Okay, so please make sure you're protecting yourself, your team, your business by not doing those over those messengers. Okay. Growing your social media presence. Noah just talked about it, right? Haley had 323 friends on her Facebook. Awesome, right? But girl, keep growing that. Okay, right? 50 to 100 new friends. And that was literally what Noah told me from day one when I first started. My trainer was going on a cruise and it was him and I hadn't even met him yet. And he goes, that means, right? Thinking back, he was on my Facebook. He, or was already stalking my socials, right? He was already seeing, was their Facebook post up? You probably thought, hey, this chick hasn't even posted yet, all the things, right? And, but he was like, you need to start adding people. So it was, all right, I can do that. I can start adding, more people in. I was terrified. Make sure that you remember that you're a real person. All right. People, they have no idea what they're doing. You don't have any idea what you're doing for the first 3 months and probably a couple months after. Okay. You're getting a good foundation going on as long as you're open to doing the training as quickly as possible. Right. And getting in there. But at the end of the day, there's so many people that are hesitant and nervous. Just address it. Hey, it took me 3 weeks. I understand. And guess what? I fell in love and here I am 2 years later. Okay. So I'll never ask you to do something that I don't currently do.
Casey, on the just real quick on this, guys, like I want you to be expanding your market because every new friend that you add is a potential future market. However, as you're going through, remember you're curating a market. And we're also always generally looking for people that are macho, right? So they're married, they have kids, they're in the age demographic that we're looking at, somewhere between like 25 and 50, 25 to 65-ish, right? But that's who you should be adding, right? Like your buddy from college that you forgot you were Facebook friends with that still has like an Edward 40 hands as his profile photo, that ain't the one, right? People that look professional, people that have, family photos, married, those are the ones that you want to go for, right? And especially if you have high count mutual friends, it's a no-brainer. Like you should be doing that like automatically. Listen, I have thousands of followers right now, and I still add probably 10 to 15, maybe 20 a day. If I'm still doing it, you should bet your biscuits you should still be doing it. 100%.
until until it tells you to stop. Amen. Because that's so right. Noah just hit the head on the nail, right? Is it doesn't stop for whether you're ownership, whether you're 300,000 $1 million earner. We are continuously growing because you have no idea where that next pop of activity, where that next client, where that next branch office is going to come from, right? You have no clue. And making sure that you're adding in market. Judge a book by its cover. And this is the one time where it's acceptable. Okay, because I am like, just like Noah said, I'm not adding somebody who has solo cups on there and a ping pong ball sitting on their on their picture for their profile. Like, it's just not happening, right? But if I'm quickly going through suggested friends and I go, oh my gosh, look at their beautiful family, right? Or look at their wedding picture, perfect, right? Right, I love teachers, right? Love me some teachers because they're off all summer long and everything too, right? Great. I'm adding those things as I'm going through, right? Find people that are in, similar groups and similar interests that you have, right? If you have, I talked about it Sunday night, if you have maybe a Crunchy Moms group where you're like, hey, this is all of my oil fanatics, all the witch doctors out there, mamas out there who, we love you some oils, try to go that route first, right? You've got a group of people that already think about the same things the way that you do, a bunch of moms right in there and dads who, but majority moms, right, who are out there like going looking through and going, oh yeah, what oil can you use for this, or do you have a recipe for that, right? And then you can go, oh great, by the way, add you as a friend. Okay, because what's the first thing that they're going to do when they see that friend request come through? They're going to jump on your Facebook and go, how do I know her, right? I know we're in the same group together, but oh, and by the way, the first thing they see is my opportunity post to work from home. Awesome, right? That's why it's pinned to the top of your page. Because when people go to stalk you, they're going to go and they're going to see that first thing that smacks them in the face that says, hey, do you need work? Are you looking to work from home? Right? Do you keep your options open? You want to join our team? Perfect. Great. Right there. Smacks them in their face. And making sure that it's not obsessively about the business. Like I said earlier, it's one time and done. One and done. You're done. One Facebook post, one time when you pass your Facebook or pass your state licensing, and that's it. Okay. You will never see across my page, right? I was looking at my stuff the other day. I have made over $90,000 with the company. Okay. Over 90 grand. Pretty cool, huh? Okay. Not one place on my entire social media will you see that I sell life insurance, that I do home and auto, that I offer wills, right? That I recruit half the time, right? There's nothing on it. Nothing. I've literally had people, and it actually makes me pretty excited because I've had people that go, I can't find a single thing on your Facebook. Great, I'm doing a good job then. Okay. Because not that I'm not good, love Primerica, not that I'm not proud of what I do, but I'm not going to be out there slamming it in your faces, right? Because I love my makeup girls. I love my Tupperware girls. I am the first to support you for anything that you're selling, offering books, kids' books, all the things. Put me in your party. I'll come and buy something, right? But I am not going to be doing that because I also have no desire to be able to be blasted in the face about life insurance every day. Right? I have no desire to sit there and, see all of the makeup every day, right? I'm just going to go snooze for the next 30 days. Okay. Because I don't want to see it. Okay. I'm on social media to relax, maybe see a few things here and there. That's it. Okay. If you don't have social media, like Noah was talking about earlier, right? His social media, right? Who carried it for the first chunk when he first started while he was growing his social media? He said it. Yeah. Melissa did. Right? This was the same thing. This girl actually, I just messaged her. She's going to make another photo post for me because, her husband never continued, but they both saw value. He didn't get his license, right? But he can still do it if he wants to. But, right, they saw enough value. They're clients with me. They just referred me to her mother-in-law that we never sat down with and we need to, right? Because, right, you get the people that, they go, oh, I need to sit down with this person, that person, this person, right? But then they maybe never actually do any work towards it. Okay. But they saw enough value because I was able to sit there and show them that first before they quit, that now they are setting me up with other clients. Okay. And now they're going to make a Facebook post for me and I'm going to send them a Starbucks gift card as a thank you. Right. Easy, 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 easy things, right? If your social media isn't great, right? You saw Haley's, her husband got another 11 comments on there, right? Some more shares on that thing. Heck yes. Even if you do have social media, still ask your partner to do that. Still ask them to share that for you. Okay. let people know that you have that support too. Grow it fast, right? We are success love speed for a reason. Asking for shares on personal posts, but on top of that, asking for new posts. Noah just talked about it, right? Again, going back to Haley, Haley's husband shared a new post. He didn't just share Haley's post that she created. He posted a new post for her. Okay, there is a difference, a massive difference in that. Shares are great, right? But usually not as going to get as much traction as an actual new post that somebody makes for you. Okay. So if you can have, if I'm like, hey, Ange, what, how are you? Right. I know you probably saw that I'm, working with a financial firm. I've been loving it, been doing this for a couple of years. Listen, I'm really not getting anywhere. I'm looking to expand, and I really, would love to bring on 10 to 15 new people this month. I'm really having some kind of crappy luck finding some good quality hires. Would you be open to making a post for me? And just seeing if you know anybody who wants to work from home or dive into the financial world. I'd love to be able to see if, maybe send you a gift card as a thank you, if any quality leads come from it, right? Whatever the quick case may be, right? I'd rather pay you than Indeed. Sound okay? Okay, right? That's what you can say. Be real. Be like, I'm struggling. I'm looking for help, and I would love to hire, 10 to 15 new people into my office, but just really not getting any good leads. Could you help me? Right? Simple. That's a new post. That's using one of the graphics. That's using a picture. If I had Noah do that, I'd use a picture of Noah and I so that he can say, hey, you know what? I know this girl, right? Here you go, right? Perfect. If you have that option, great, use it. If not, then you have them use one of the graphics, or just say, hey, listen, would you just put a picture up with yourself? If you know them well enough, right? I could look at Angela and be like, hey, girl, throw up a picture of you and the kids so it doesn't get lost. Thanks. I really appreciate it. Just be real. Okay. If it's not somebody you super feel comfortable saying that to, then just use one of our graphics. We have a billion of them. Okay. All right. There's tons out there. Pick one that's your favorite and go use it. Okay. But making sure that you're not scheduling once you are bringing in those setting up those interviews and building the pipeline is what we call that. When you're building the pipeline and you're filling up your calendar, make sure that your calendar stops at 4 days out max. Okay. You should be meeting with people within 24 to 48 hours for those interviews so that they don't go, oh, never mind, forgot about that. Right. And you don't start ending up with a ton of no shows. Right. We talk about all the time that holidays, right? You might be booked up all the way. You might even be booked through the holiday. Nobody's showing up through holidays, right? When you're booking out a week later, you think that they remembered? Absolutely not. Right. And if they were looking for it now, they wanted an interview now because more than likely they're applying to other places. And then if they find something better in that meantime, they're going to cancel with you anyways. And they have no idea what you have and life-changing opportunities for them to do. Okay. So making sure you're doing that, open yourself up for multiple bookings. If you haven't started running your own interviews, I'll tell you what, huge shout out to a couple of my incredible rock stars, Lori and Brittany, the two of them alone, Julie. They literally knew that we were so busy that it wasn't an option. We needed help running some interviews. We needed to do it. They ripped the band-aids off, and oh my gosh, right? The amount of people that they have now brought in, closed, and now starting to run their own independent orientations, pass their exams. Guys, if you haven't started running your own interviews, do it now. It is so amazing when you go, I didn't die. I made it. Okay, I made it. I chugged through that thing. My first interview was a disaster. Okay, but you know what? I learned from it. I grew from it, and here I am. Okay, we all start somewhere. Okay, so making sure that you have the proper scripts is going to be game though. Whether it's running interviews, making sure you have that script, to making sure that you have, Noah and I use the same exact scripts. It is. I love our scripts. I think they are phenomenal. Making sure that you're using them though is going to be the key. Okay, like I said, we're not running interviews in Messenger. Okay, we're not at all. I am going to tell them, hey, are you looking for, you or yourself for some more information? And then I'm diving into, awesome, here's the information. Can you pass a federal background check? Then once they say, yep, I'm good, right? Then I go into, great, let's set up an interview, right? And then once they say they're done, they set it up, right? Then I go into, thank you so much. Would you share that post for us, right? And then once they say, yeah, it's done, it's shared, I can send them that last bit of information with the seven financial steps video. It's the same thing. Noah and I do the same thing for all of our teams. Okay, that is literally the routine. You've now had like 5 touch points with them. Okay, making sure you're using those scripts and using them properly is huge. And like I said earlier, the only other post that you should ever be making is celebrate your success. Okay, people are watching, right? All of those people who are watching you that shared that post that said, "Ooh, I'll get back to you. Let you see if that works first, and then I'll reach out." Okay, because we all have had them, right? We've all had those people where you just do that, you let me know, right? Okay, well, great. Once you pass that exam, you go let them know. Let them know you did it. Okay, because this is where you are going to get all the validation, and everything that we do is real. Okay, you got a state license. Okay, I don't know any other MLMs out there. I don't know any other scams out there. I don't know any other work from home jobs out there that are doing what we're doing and saying, hey, by the way, we're going to help you get state licenses. Huge, huge. Noah, back to you.
Dang, Kasey, come on. I think you did it better this time than you did last time. So I'm glad we recorded this one. Thank you so much. Guys, how much value have you seen in the last 45 minutes between what I talked about in the beginning, kind of giving the why of what we do, and then Kasey comes in and shows you the how and just like laid it down. Like that was so good. So good. I mean, Kasey, there's no doubt in my mind that within the next 90 days, when you pass those investment exams and you get your numbers back where they're supposed to be, girl, because Stella's getting her groove back, that your contract is waiting, literally. Like it's already done. It's just a matter of signing the dang thing. So let's get that good. Let's get that done. All right, let me remove this pin really quick. Let me let Kasey free, let her get out of here. Because guys, I want to hit really fast on some of the just things that we've got coming up, and then we'll answer any questions, right? So if you've got questions, like start getting those ready now, and let's get those handled for you because I don't want anyone leaving tonight with any of that still hanging around. Okay, so a couple of the incentive type things, right? Like here's what we have like coming up. And so where we are right now, right? Missions 200 started. We're at 107. We might even be a little closer to like 105. So we're almost halfway there, which, right? We're halfway through the month. We got 15 days left. Our personal team goal, right? We set out for 50. We're at 22 remaining. So that means we've helped 28 already. There's more to come, and we've got 15 days to do it. Who thinks, or actually better yet, who knows? Who knows we're going to hit that 50? Who I know, right? I know we're ahead of pace. But if we're ahead of pace, should we keep going or should we slow down and just be like, let's take a break? No, we should keep freaking going. We should just get there faster. Because if we hit the goal, right, we can always do more. But if we miss it and we come up short, we're going to be mad, right? We're going to be super mad. All right. So the vibe is high, right? Like this, it's been the whole thing for this entire month, and even going back to last month. It started off as kind of a joke because me and Andy started like just energy wise feeding off of each other, and then it just became like, but it's become like it's caught on, right? So like right now the vibe is high. Like t-shirt is out there. You cannot buy it. You have to earn it. You will pay for it yourself, but then you will get reimbursed at the end of the month. I will reimburse you. There's a whole tracker on how do you even want to get reimbursed once you buy your shirt. We have a whole list. We've been waiting on finalizing to get the tracker right to make sure we have the systems and accountability methods in place. We have that now. I have the link. I just tested it myself yesterday, so I'm going to start getting that out to everybody that's earned it, right? So real quick off the top of my head, people that have earned it, right? So Hope, congrats, girl. You earned it, getting yours and your husband's policies the other day. Angela, Haley, you're coming up next too. You've earned one. Jen Sutherland's earned one. Trey Lynn, you're close. You got one more to knock out. There's a few other people. I got a whole list, right? So don't worry about it. We're tracking it kind of in the background. That's between me and Trey Lynn. We make sure all the admin stuff gets handled correctly, right? So shout out to Trey Lynn doing all the dirty work, all the stuff people don't want to do. But but yeah, guys, like, are we doing this for a t-shirt? No. 100% not, right? Because like go back, like what are we actually doing, right? What are we doing at Angel House, right? Backpacks and breakthroughs. So if you weren't around a year ago, a year and a half ago now, we actually during the $1 million run, we built an orphanage, guys. It's called the Angel House. It's in India, right? It's actually the 10th year for the Angel House Foundation, but there's going to be one right now with the Red Line Angel House. So we did that, right? It was a totally different time and incentive for what we did, but we did it. And now it's going to be ready, right? It's going to house 25 kids forever. There will always be at least 25 kids in that house. And incentive wise, we're pushing to get all of them new backpacks, right? New sort of like everything they're going to need for school, clothes, all sorts of cool stuff. So that's what this is for. Is it for a t-shirt? No. Is the t-shirt like your way to say that you contributed? 1,000% yes. And that's exactly what it's for, right? For those of you that are coming to East Coast Builder School, let me skip this really quick. I'm gonna come back. Where's East Builder School? God bless. All right, I'll get there. But for the East Coast Builder School, right? If you're coming, that's probably the t-shirt we're gonna wear on Saturdays. If you're not coming and you're not gonna be here in person, and you would rather have me reimburse you for your East Coast Builder School ticket instead of a t-shirt, just talk to me. Because I would on like in 100%, I would rather you get your ticket for the Builder School, even if you're not coming in person and you just watch it on Zoom, than for a t-shirt that if you're not coming, it's just going to sit somewhere anyway. Right. So for those of you that have earned it, I want to have a conversation about that because I would rather you have that ticket and get access to the training and the coaching than that. Serena, if you don't have that shirt and you haven't gotten it by then just wear a red line black on Saturday during ECBS. Okay. All right, guys, game changers and $49 IBAs. All right. An IBA is a business application. That's what it takes to bring someone into the business. Okay. Right now, like if you came in last month, you paid 124. Right now, you're coming in and it's 49. How many of you are here right now and you came in and you didn't even pay the 49? Your IBA fee got waived, right? You came in with a game changer because right now, if you recruit somebody, you get another one to give away for free. Or if you do 1,000 in premium, you get one to give away for free. Here's the coolest thing, trainers. You go write a policy for someone, you write 1,000 personally, they get it as the credit as the trainee. You both get to get a game changer and give it away. Guys, we have 12, probably after tonight, maybe 13 or 14 free licenses essentially that we can give away to people, right? If you earn it, you only earn one, right? Like if you recruit 10 people, you don't get 10 free ones. You can earn one in one way or the other. You can't earn one for both. You just earn one. All right. But it has to be used within 14 days. My point with this is right now, when we have this game changer opportunity, there should be nobody that's brand new that doesn't have a bonus. Hear me on this. If if you recruit somebody, you get another one for free. If you write 1,000 in premium on anybody, you get a free IBA to give away. How does the bonus work? Every 1,000 in premium and every one recruit is a $200 bonus. So right now, if you get 1,000 in premium in training, you get a game changer to give away. It's a guaranteed bonus and promotion. Your first promotion is a one by one. Takes you from 25 to 35% commission contract forever. Don't miss that opportunity. The game changer makes it easier than ever. And here's the cool thing too. If you recruit somebody and you get a free one to give away, your bonus potential just went from 50 bucks for logging in and an extra 50 for your license in the first 30 days or your curriculum in the first 30 days. So that's 100 to $500 immediately. Your bonus potential, as soon as you recruit somebody, you have a free one to give away. Your bonus potential just jumped to $500. Do not sleep on this, guys. We have 2 weeks left in July. This will not come back. I have been in the business almost 3 years now. This is the second time I have ever seen this. This is not like an every other month kind of thing. It's barely an every other year kind of thing. Yeah, Angela's been here almost 2 years. She's seen it one time. Don't sleep on this, right? The fact that they coupled a reduced fee IBA and gave a game changer out of it, we should be like this month, I'm not even kidding. We should hit 100 recruits easily, right? We should have 100 new teammates because if we recruit sort of 35 or 40 organically every month anyway, well, that means we have double the opportunity. Plus, it's cheap. it's half price. Everybody loves a sale. So if you had people before that were kind of like, meh, when they saw the 124, hit them back up, be like, hey man, it's 74. And if they balk at that, be like, listen, if that's a struggle, I might even be able to get you like most of that waived. And if as long as you can swing 25 bucks, I can probably get you in and get you started. Like, let's be honest, if you, and here's how you tie them down. And if, like, let's be honest, if you could get a license that's yours forever and all you had to front was 25 bucks up front to get your application and background check started, wouldn't that make sense? And wait for answer. So listen, guys, like please, 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 please do not miss this. And it's everybody, right? Like if you're a brand new recruit or you've been in the business for like 9,000 years, everybody gets a game changer. We all have people that we think would probably be great at the business. Even if you think right now that you know somebody and you're like, ah, they may or may not do it, go talk to them. Here's why. Because if you bring somebody into the business and it bumps your recruit number and then you get a game changer and you bump it again, you know what doesn't care if they ever do anything? Your bonus. Your bonus is your bonus. If you recruit your dad or your mom or your spouse for 49 bucks and they don't do anything, well, give it a week or two. We'll process a refund for the thing. I don't care. We just won't sign them up for licensing. Would you trade 49 for 200? Think about that question. Think about that question. Would you trade $49 for 200? Ironically, here it is in person, right? You want to see it live? If I walk to you right now and said, "Hey, I got $200. Can you give me 50? I'll trade you." This is what this is real life, right? This is a $50 IBA, 49 actually. Like if I could rip a piece off and make it be 49, I would, right? But if I said, "I'll give you this, if you give me this, no strings attached," how many times would you make that trade in a day? All day, every day, twice on Sunday, right? That's essentially what it is right now. Like if you pay somebody's $49 IBA, you get the opportunity for a $2 bonus. And oh, by the way, it's actually not 200, it's actually 400 because you get a second game changer IBA to give away for free. That's real. That's real talk. And it ain't coming back next month. And next month it'll be 124, I promise you. So if you think about it, right now for 49 bucks, you actually get two. It's not even a two for one. It's like a friggin', it's not even like half price. It's like a quarter of the price when you think about it in those terms. That's crazy, right? That's crazy. You could essentially pay 50 bucks for somebody's IBA. Don't put your card on there. Send them like cash out them 50 bucks and make them put their card info on there. And then you essentially have a $400 bonus potential out of that one IBA right now. Guys, I don't care if you recruit your 18-year-old kid and recruit your dad. The bonus is the bonus. They might get licensed. They might love it. You don't know. Don't prejudge. Don't prejudge. But listen, we've got 15 days left in the month. We've got 22 more families that we need to help, right? Yes, that's life insurance. If you help somebody with a home and auto policy, great, amazing. You're going to get paid, hopefully, depending on the state that they're in. But that's not what we're talking about. This right now, we are focusing on life insurance, right? We are focusing on life insurance. But I still want you to get in front of people no matter what. I don't care if you think they're all set. I don't like shout out to Julia Ayers, right? Like right before this, we sat down with her younger brother. He's been working with the same company in an engineering firm for like the last 1,000 years. Do you think that guy really needs life insurance at 60 when he's been with the same company for almost 40 years? No. Did I try to sell him something? No. I showed him. I said, hey, your life insurance that you've got right now is going to be up in 5 years. Do you know for a fact that in 5 years, your need for life insurance goes from 1 million to $0 because your private term and your company stuff is gone? And he goes, well, kind of. I said, that's amazing. You're self-insured. You're super rare. I said, if something changes or the numbers would make more sense and you decide that that's not like what you actually think anymore, reach back out to Julia and I'd love to like help you with that. But you know what's actually probably like the more important thing for us to do, Mr. Brother? talk to your adult kids. I say, because my guess is they're about the same age right now that you were when you took out that personal term that you had. Am I right? He goes, yeah, 100%. Right. I said, perfect. Wouldn't it make sense if I could cover them for the next 35 years and the price never changes and show them how much they would be saving and investing if they just started now versus waiting a couple years? I said, did you know that your 26-year-old, if she just figured out $100 a month, by the time she retires at your age, she'd have close to $750,000. But if she waits 1 year, she'll lose about 60 grand. He goes, what? He goes, yeah, it's crazy, right? Let me show you. I will show you right now, and then I will let y'all go. This is the power of what we do, guys. This is called the high cost of waiting, right? His daughter was 26. Oh, monthly contribution. God bless. Noah Reed, right? She's 26, gonna retire around 67, like most people. Annual rate of return 9%. This isn't like voodoo. This is real. S&P has given us 9.48 over the last 50 years. That's a half a million, right? She'll lose 45 grand if she waits to start when she's 27. Over the lifetime of the investment, she'll lose almost a tenth, almost 10% of that investment she will lose by waiting 1 year. 1 year. Watch this, right? You want your kids to be millionaires? Start early. His same daughter starts with $200 a month, millionaire. Loses almost 100 grand waiting 1 year. That'll wake you up. Who's got kids? Who's got little tiny baby bitty kids, right? Or grandkids? Watch this. Custodial Roth, guys. I'll even go like wicked small. $25 a month. That's the smallest thing that we can do, right? You get a grandbaby that's 1 year old or a kid that's 1 year old, and we open them a custodial Roth with $25 a month. Watch what happens with $25 a month over 67 years. It's a custodial Roth, guys. That's tax-free money. 1.2 million and change. Oh, by the way, if you just wait and start it when they're two, they only lose 108 grand. No big deal. 107. Just saying. What are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? Don't wait, right? Don't wait. Because the longer you wait, the more it costs. That's it. That's it, guys. Listen, super proud of you guys. We're a couple minutes over, but I wanted to end with that because God, like the power of what we do is just freaking wild, right? But guys, mission 200, we're gonna hit it as a hierarchy. We should be close to below 100 tonight when everything's said and done with the other base shops. But for us, right, we're ahead of schedule. Don't slow down. Please, like success loves speed. Success doesn't love breaks, right? Success loves speed. If we get there fast and we get there first, perfect. That just means we keep going. That just means we keep going. Our team record for premium in a month is over 77,000. That means on average, we probably helped about 60 families, right? Right now, our goal is 50. 50. We're at 20, 28 complete. That means we got 22 left. I know we can do it. Guys, do me a favor right now. If you're here right now, there's 23 of you left, so congratulations. You're the ones that want to get wealthy. The other seven apparently want to stay broke, right? For the 23 of you that are here right now, how many of you have not looked at your own coverage ever? Just looked at it, like not even sat down and looked at it. It should be zero of you in reality, because I think everybody that's here right now, we've like had these conversations, right? But if you haven't, text your trainer. Be like, yo, Kasey, why haven't I looked at my own stuff yet? She'll help you. Because if you could get a bonus and a promotion off of looking at your own stuff, doing something you were probably going to do anyway, or realize that you needed anyway, why wouldn't you? When's the time going to be better? Not better than now. But all right, guys. Well, hey, get out of here.